y'all. It's Monday. And Hazel and I, I'm going to have to leave my windows down, but it's not too hot. She hasn't gone with me in several days, and she nearly went crazy when she saw me get her leash. Okay. What I'm doing is, number one, I'm going to meet Carol for lunch. And if y'all remember, I talked about her in one of my videos. She wants to start her own channel. And the reason I met her is because she saw the video I did on volunteering at Bread of Life. And so one day she just shows up. So it was really cool to meet her. So now we're going to meet for lunch, and I'm going to do what I can to help her to start her channel. Now, hopefully, I'm not going to confuse the heck out of her. I made notes. I even put some things in from other channels that I thought were really cool, from how to make a YouTube channel. And there were some things on those. What? PewDiePie is one of the channels. That young man has a lot of good information. And also, Channel Note is a young lady who has a lot of good tips too. I like it when people tell you what they did wrong. I, for one, feel like you can learn more from that. There's a guy up there, y'all, this big old guy, and he's got this little dog that looks like it's about that big. It's so cute. But anyway, so I'm going to meet with Carol and see if I can get her started. Now, one thing she's reluctant to do is get started, but you have to start. If I had started earlier doing better on my videos and monetizing them early on, it would have helped me. It would have helped my channel. So anyway, I'm going to encourage her. And we already talked this morning for about 40 minutes, and that's a record for me because I do not like to talk on the phone. Y'all know that. Now, the other thing, I'll see if she'll let me do a little video of her telling us what her channel is going to be about. And she's also going to do, she's going to get a cargo van and do a van build. So she's got a lot on her plate. And after that, I'm going to go to my storage. Now, I don't know if y'all can see behind me. Let me see if I can show you. See all those boxes in there? Anyway, I'm going to take those and get my storage started. Now, I'm going to get renter's insurance on my storage unit because I'm going to tell y'all a terrible story. Many years ago, I think it was when my younger son and I moved from Washington down back to California. My sixth husband and I had separated. So I didn't bring a whole lot of stuff because I sold and gave away just about everything. I didn't know what size of a place I was going to be able to rent. I had already gotten a part-time job with a nonprofit, and then I was going to get alimony for a year. So I really was not going to have a buttload of money. So I got this little storage unit. I think it was like a 6x8 or something like that. But I did have a big box of pictures of my family, of my kids. And I had an almost brand new portable sewing machine. And I had a brand new set of pots and pans that were expensive, that I got in exchange for working at one of those little, in the mall, those really expensive little kitchen stores. Well, I got paid a salary, but I also got huge discount on anything I wanted. So I had that in there, my iron, some little knickknacks I didn't want to part with, bedding. So, extra clothes, Sam's extra clothes, and all that. So I had a pink padlock. No surprise there. But I had this padlock on my unit. And I didn't go there all the time, you guys. I was busy. And so, but one day I did need to go over there. And I went to unlock my padlock, and it was not a pink one. So I went immediately to the office and I said, why would anybody replace my padlock on my locker, on my storage unit? They said, well, we didn't do it. And I said, well, who did it? I didn't do it. I had a pink padlock and it's gone, and there's another padlock on there. I said, I need you guys to come with a set of bolt cutters to take that padlock off. Well, because of the inconvenience, they gave me another padlock to put on there. So they cut that lock off. Now, the storage unit next to me was vacant. They used one color padlock for occupied units and one color for vacant. So they could easily tell what was what when they walked up and down the aisle. So they cut that padlock off. My stuff was thrown around. Boxes were emptied out. Everything was in a big mess. And in the wall, over to the side where the vacant unit was a hole cut out in the drywall. So somebody, and I'm telling y'all, I know for a fact it was somebody that worked there. They opened that empty unit. They crawled through that space they made. They got what they wanted, which included pictures of my children. You think I wasn't hopping mad? I was PO'd, to say the least. So they took what they wanted. They cut my lock off. And they took what they wanted out of the door of my storage because it was too much trouble to take it through the little hole they made. You guys, not only was I furious, I was heartbroken. I could never get those pictures back. Why did they take pictures of my children? Why would they do that? They took like 3 big shoe boxes full of pictures. Of course, they took my sewing machine. They could sell that. Of course, they took those brand new pots and pans that were expensive, and they could certainly sell those. I don't know what all they took, but those are the things that stand out. But you know what? I would have been furious, but not so much if they had not taken pictures of my children. So, suffice it to say, I have not had a storage unit since then. But I can get insurance on it through my USAA insurance that I have, which is military insurance, which I have had for so long. And they've been so good to me, y'all. I told you how much I've used my roadside assistance. One time I used it so much, I thought they were going to cancel my policy. But they've been awesome. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. And I have to stop and get Hazel her special food because I let her run out, bad mommy. So I have to do that. And it just occurred to me, I hope that storage has a dolly. They usually do. And even better than that, a flatbed with a handle on it. Because I'm telling you, I have overused the arm. I think I've got like 10 or 12 boxes in here. The cot that I'm not using, you know, some odds and ends. And I still have stuff left. At least another van load. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting close to meeting Carol. We're going to have lunch at Panera. And I think we almost covered everything that we needed to. But we're still going to go ahead and enjoy each other's company and have some lunch. I love y'all. And I'm going to tell you, I know some of y'all are not Christians, and I respect that. In fact, there was a lady that was very upset about having religion forced on her when she had to stay in a shelter. That's not right, y'all. That's not right. That's not Christian. You're there to take care of God's children, whether they believe they're God's children or not. So I felt really bad for her, and I told her that. But for those of you who are, and you have prayed, I want to tell you, Samuel called me last night. Now, I'm not going to cry about this, but he called me and he said, "Happy Mother's Day, Madre." He calls me Madre. I call him baby boy. And he said, "Before we start talking, I got another job and I went to church today." I couldn't have had a better Mother's Day. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And those who sent good thoughts and karma, I thank all of y'all. Thank you so much. And to top it off, my older son, earlier we were talking and I told him I was going back into my van until I could save money for something. And he said, "Mom, you know you can come up here and stay with me so you can save your money." 2 wonderful hits at one time. Y'all, it was awesome. I can't remember a better Mother's Day in a very long time. And I'm really sorry for those of y'all who had to go to the movies and talk to your children. But I truly hope that you did something for yourself because you deserved it. You brought those children into this world and you did the best you could. We'll never know why our children are like they are. We don't know what causes them to behave the way that they do. But we still have to pat ourselves on the back for the job that we did. I know with Samuel, I made mistakes, just like I made mistakes with my older son. But you know what? I chose to have Samuel when I was 40 years old. 40 years old. An unwed mother. Having to do this alone. And I chose him. And it was not easy, y'all. Hazel, if anybody reaches in our van, I want you to bite them. Well, I'm here, y'all, and I do love you, and I truly do hope that you had at least one good experience yesterday. And my thing about the holidays always is tomorrow is a new day. And that's why I like January the 1st. That's my favorite day out of the year. Anyway, do something fun today, and I'm about to do it talking with Carol. Bye, y'all.